The holidays are upon us. It's peak tourist season across the country and overseas as well. So if you're planning to travel, we get you a report now on what are the curbs to keep in mind, what do tourist hubs currently look like. The usual areas, the mountains, the beaches are packed to the brim. Airfares have skyrocketed. Hotel room tariffs are at a record high. Even occupancy rates in hotels are nearly 100%. Yet, this is the scene in the mountains. Himachal and Uttarakhand are jam-packed with tourists. There's no space to park at hotels. Traffic jams go on for kilometers, and tourists without confirmed hotel bookings are being turned away by the police. In Goa, it's the cabbies who are making a killing. According to several accounts, a commute from the airport to the hotel is often costlier than the air ticket to the resort state. On social media, there are nightmare tales of 6,000 rupee trip bills. Not only that, there are reports of beachfront restaurants and shacks seeking their pound of flesh for sea view seats and beach beds.
Well, the tourism boom that actually started with the ICC World Cup early this year, and then followed by, of course, the mega wedding season and, of course, the long holidays that led to Christmas vacation, Diwali vacation, and now it's the New Year. The cherry on top definitely has to be the upcoming next 4 days. That will, of course, relieve the sector of the shackles of losses that it had faced during the pre-COVID era.
According to Ease My Trip, there's been a significant 60% increase in overall bookings and a 40% rise in advance reservations over the New Year weekend. Popular destinations saw a surge in bookings from the second week of December itself. Additionally, the period has seen around 35 lakh overseas Indians returning, contributing to higher airfares. The growing preference for beach getaways, coupled with rising domestic airfares, is prompting Indians to choose budget-friendly, short-haul international journeys.
As the hotels are concerned, they are they are at peak. There are no rooms. Anywhere you try, it's like amazing booking, and rates are skyrocketing everywhere. Like all the leisure hotels are doing 80, 85%, 90% occupancies. But business hotels, a little slump is there. In this period, pre-Christmas till New Year, business travels are lesser. So,
a study by Thomas Cook India has identified the last week of December followed by the first week of January as peak travel days, leading to a spike in airfares. Compared to last year, airfares to popular winter sectors from hubs like Mumbai, Delhi, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Chennai and Kochi are witnessing an uptick of 5 to 20% for Srinagar, 5 to 12% for Jaipur, Andamans and Kerala, 10 to 20% for Chandigarh and Bagdogra, 15 to 30% for Puducherry, 10 to 40% for Dehradun and 25 to 60% for Goa. Interestingly, airfares to long-haul destinations have dropped 5 to 16% versus last year. Fares to Paris that were at 83,000 in December last year have dropped to 70,000 rupees. Similarly, for Zurich, airfares that were at 90,000 rupees are currently at 76,000 rupees. Frankfurt, which was at 87,000 rupees, is now at 73,000. London, which was at 94,000 rupees, is now at 89,000 rupees. Airfares to Sydney, which were at 1,01,500 rupees, is now at 96,000.
The entire industry is very positive right now, and next 3 years, I will say, not next 2-3 quarters. 3 years, the industry is going to do very well till new supplies come. New supplies coming will take time. At least 4 years it takes for a new hotel to come up, 4 to 5 years. So even if people would have started constructing hotels in 2023 post-COVID, still those hotels will come only by 2028. So next 3-4 years, the industry will definitely do very well.
A lot of consumers are choosing to book apartments on rent and spending their New Year's in bed and breakfast, paying an economical value when compared, of course, to the expensive five-star hotels. This definitely could be a new turn for the industry, hospitality industry, which had to go through a lot of difficulty during the COVID period. I'm Karishma Sadani, and joining me is cameraman Amit with Business Today Television, New Delhi.
All right, let's take this across to our reporters who are right now in some of these holiday hubs. Manjeet Sehgal is joining us live. We also have Lalit Sharma. Manjeet is joining us live from Kulu, and we've got also, in fact, Lalit getting us the latest updates from Shimla, if I'm not wrong. Let me begin with you, Manjeet. What's the situation there in Kulu? Mountains, of course, get extremely crowded in holiday season. Is that the case this year as well?
Yes, indeed, Akshita, the hotel industry, in fact, is very upbeat about the tourist arrivals. More than 42,000 tourists even crossed the Atal Tunnel during the 24th and 25th of December, and more tourist arrivals are expected on the New Year Eve, which happens to be at the weekend. So more tourists are expected at the popular tourist destinations, be it the Shimla or be it the Kulu Manali. Hotel occupancy is also rising up. This fell up to 15% during the monsoon season, when there were landslides and most of the highways were blocked by the landslides. But now it has improved, and it is now being reported between 80% or beyond 80% in Manali, which is very popular among the tourists. So tourists are also facing difficulties booking the hotels, and were also heading to less known tourist spots, as hotels were not available in Manali. But as far as the weather is concerned, there is a forecast of light rains or snowfall between 30th of December to 3rd of Jan.
There are a lot of questions, Manjeet, also about whether the administration is prepared. We saw what happened during the Christmas weekend of people doing going rogue, essentially, and massive traffic snarls. Are we expecting a repeat of that, particularly in places like Shimla, Lalit?
See, if you talk about Shimla, during the Christmas celebrations also here, the traffic was quite smooth. But if you talk about Manali, there was a huge traffic congestion. As in Shimla district, it has been followed a 1-minute plan, due to which the traffic has been managed very well by the district administration. But if you talk about in the past 10 days, more than 1,80,000 tourists have visited the state capital, especially Shimla. And for the New Year Eve also, it is being expected that approximately more than 1 lakh people would come here. Right now the weather here is quite pleasant, and people are just enjoying. Let me just show you the visuals here from the Mall Road in Shimla. You can see that people are enjoying the weather. And other than that, as the tourist industry during the recent held monsoon havoc was devastated, so somehow now the state government and the district administration is playing a vital role to build up the tourist industry. And for the first time in Shimla, the winter carnival has been organized. Let me take you across to certain tourists here. How are they feeling? Are they facing any sort of problem due to traffic or other things? Just wanted to know, how's the traffic situation here in Shimla?
The traffic situation is very good this time. 1-minute plan has cleared all the congestion of traffic in the state. And we came here
the tourists believe that all necessary arrangements have been made. But remember that if you're traveling this weekend, you are going to be seeing massive crowds at the usual tourist hubs. Thanks to Manjeet and also Lalit for getting us those ground reports.